Hello everybody, this is Eagler with part 2 of Kero Blaster. Thank you for tuning in. I didn't lose all my progress, it's just the game just always turns on to this screen. I don't know why. Pick up the phone. Yep, our data is still there. Thankfully, the game auto-saves every time you go past the screen. But, yeah, here we are. And I cannot go backward to pick another health point. You might have remember me complaining about that, but nah. We gotta keep going. So of course my job is to clean up all of the things. I mean, I don't know still. They have an official name for these little things, and I still don't. And I don't know. I can't remember it, and when you see it, you probably won't be able to remember it either. Unless you're a speedrunner. Woo! Let's go. Nah, just kidding. I bet speedrunners don't bother to remember that either. Cat and Frog Incorporated? If you were a furry and you remember this lady, then I would like to humbly apologize. She doesn't even speak in Gargle anymore. She now speaks the eel. And of course, I don't know that any better. President's still in a bad mood, huh? Maybe if you finish cleaning up at the transport devices, she'll cheer up? Here, take this! Thank you. This item will automatically replenish 4 hearts when you lose your last heart. Oh jeez, thanks. Maybe I can use it 2 times with the half a minute health I have? That's all you get for travel allowance. Where is he going next? Next is a place with a lot of greenery. Oh, thank you. I was gonna say, let's just skip this guy's dialogue. Watch out for the bug off. Oh, okay, that was a coincidence. I mean, that was something I was about to talk about. Might even be the title of this video. Does Eagler swear? Well, I mean, for this game, I probably won't swear that much. Well, I mean, maybe not. Maybe only in the beginning. I have 2 hit points. But I don't swear, like, every second. But if I do, it'll probably be for a game I play, like, well, I have a couple of difficult games planned, like Hollow Knight is on my list to record. Maybe, perhaps. And, yeah, if I swear a bunch on that video, then that will be that. Otherwise, here I am still. I still can't aim downward, and I'm still annoyed at myself over the FLV video thing. Okay, never mind. I found something new to be annoyed about. Losing half of my health over... It could have been a fireball, but nah, it's a fish. So those 2 things are very equal. Things could be worse, honestly. This isn't Pokemon, I'm not a water type, gonna take half damage or anything. Hearts aren't like in Zelda, they're not split in 4, you just have to continue on. Oh my god. Although, yeah, I do get started still. Anyway, I looked over my last video because, you know, it was my debut video. You know that cat was a black cat, right? That obviously just means bad luck. He's probably laughing at me right now. I go to the second screen and here I am, but that's fine. I'll show him. It'll be all okay. Despite the fact that heart jars cost 330 coins. But that's fine. I was looking over my last video, reading over the black cat's dialogue, and I noticed I said, instead of saying nothing, I said nothing. Which I was doing so good voice acting, and I just had to wince just a little bit. Like, I had to screw that up, right? And in my second recording too, it's just like, and of course, this editing software I got kind of sucks. I mean, nah, I'll say it sucks. I'm sure you guys don't know if I just say it sucks, because it does. And I mean, I was thinking maybe just edit in, like, instead of saying nothing, like, as, like, nothing personal, like that stupid thing. I imagine what was going through my mind was that meme, because I don't know why I would say that otherwise, but, nah, I couldn't be bothered to edit in. I'm sure you guys don't mind, right? Here I am talking about it, that doesn't matter. So I'm gonna show off a bit more of the fan gun. I mean, yeah, do you remember what its description? It's good underwater. All this good water to show it off in, yet. Whatever. Just these weird little things about this game. Anyway, into the magic bubble that takes us to the magic shop with this guy, of course. Let's see. Is it? I'm thinking of like a cartoon and some idiot naming him like Mr. Rock or something, but I'm not in the mood for that. But yeah, upgrade the fan gun and you get this nice little shield thing. I don't know what to say about it other than I think it's nice. But here's what's really going on here. Heart boost. Finally. Oh. Bless you, nurse. Oh. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I'm so glad I wasted that heart jar because I couldn't afford a heart boost before, therefore wasting a nice 330 coin item. As you can tell, I'm very happy with myself. Oh, and also, in case you were worried about me getting 1-ups, yeah, that's also why I'm nervous. 1,500 coins. I don't know if it's the norm to just buy those, but I didn't in my first playthrough. And I'm not sure how much you can take my word for, because just, you know, I already wasted my heart jar. I might not be the best source around, but I wouldn't buy those those 1-ups in my playthrough, considering how easy it is to die, and then, you know, upgrades for your weapons becomes pretty expensive later on. And, you know, you would want to upgrade your weapons, right? Of course, it's not too bad right now. I believe I only wasted... not wasted. I spent maybe 20 coins upgrading the fan to the wide gun. I believe it increases its damage from 1 to 3, so that's pretty good. Something like... If I'm on the list of complaining before I just start, you know, commenting over the game like I should, is that... let's see. When you're upgrading your weapon, it's like, it either makes the game really easy or makes it really hard. In the last part, I complained about a boss where his whole gimmick revolved around upgrading your weapon, because if you didn't, then you would just suffer a lot. But then, I didn't say this before, but some bosses are actually just too easy after you upgrade the weapon. It's like, I'm not sure when the mini-boss of this level is going to show up. Or, no, I don't have short-term memory loss. I didn't fight him yet. But, yeah. You'll see him. You'll see him. I'm gonna shred him to pieces. Let's see. Nope, not yet. That's okay. As for this game, it does look pretty good, despite the fact that Mr. Frog has like 2 different frames of walking. You know, still very nice game to look at. Oh, please. Oh yeah. You know what? Maybe complaining wasn't such a bad idea after all. If I compliment the level, then I just lose hurts. I see. That's the formula of this game all along. Here we go. Yeah. I'm not sticking around for these mud guys. Anyway, I think you're about to see what I mean here. Of course, I don't know why I'm going silent. That must mean losing my concentration, but nah. Just, I mean, I don't know. If these guys were meant more to make me lose my... Oh, I forgot about this guy. I only have 2 hearts, so I'm back to being nervous, actually. Of course, I could be over. Never mind, I'll take it back. This guy, slightly intimidating, but... Nah. Oh, summons another guy? No, not really. Anyway, let's see if I can come up with something random to talk about in the meantime. Yeah, the background is cool. Yeah, those are cool too, I guess. And speaking of... Oh, there it is. Wait, was this the end of the level? This wasn't a mini-boss, was it? Anyway, we got the bubble weapon. These bullets roll forward for a long distance. They also are buoyant, so they float on water. This was the weapon I was talking about. I didn't want to upgrade it, because look at it. It just looks... I mean, I guess it could be helpful for floating on water, but I don't know. I was thinking this game would give me a little bit of freedom, like, I don't feel like using this weapon, so I'll use the repeater instead, because, you know, why not? Or maybe I was just in such the mood where I wanted to use the wide gun, because, honestly, I do like the wide gun a lot. It's just nice, because enemies will gang up on you, and just tell them to go away. Oh my god! What a jerk! Ah! He took my music! I'll have to make my own song. Alright, let's think of a song to sing. Nah, just kidding. I don't feel like singing right now. Maybe just the low damage output is what's giving me the bad impression. And just the fact that it's a bubble. The whole thing seems kind of lame. Especially after you get this nice wide gun and it looks like a green laser and all that. But nah, no. The game wants to put emphasis on a bubble. Alright, well fine. I don't mind. I believe that the last episode was only about 10 minutes long, so I don't mind continuing. Oh. Oh yeah, those things. Oh my god. The president really is messed up, huh? Meh. I don't know what you're talking about. You're just trying to manipulate my mind. I'm not even gonna listen to these guys. They're obviously liars. But in reality, it's just because they have nothing to say. On the chance you didn't hear what they said, they basically said, "You have 2 more areas." Oh, president's messed up. And I mean, really. Anyway, take a listen to this song. It's probably my favorite track in the game, actually. I'm gonna be quiet for a sec. Just kidding, I'm not gonna be quiet. That would be too kind. You must listen to me forever. In the meantime, I'm still just shooting bushes. I suppose you may be thinking, like, oh, well, Mr. Eagler, if you were complaining about not being able to shoot downward, well, you have this bubbler weapon, so what's the big deal? And I mean, I guess you could disagree with me, but I feel like when you're provided weapons like this nice little laser, this little bar shooting, like, distance thing, if the game wanted you to rely on shooting downward with this one weapon instead of the other weapons you're provided, and we're gonna get a 4th weapon pretty soon, then I don't know. I feel like that's kind of unnecessary. The gimmick of this should be that it floats on water, unlike all the other weapons, but I get a strong feeling like the game developers wanted this to be your one tool of shooting downward. Especially since, you might have seen my comment on the last video, Kero Blaster came out about 10 years after Cave Story did. So it's not like they couldn't make a mechanic for shooting downward. Your character from Cave Story could shoot downward very easily. Just jump, shoot downward. I mean, you couldn't shoot downward while you're on the ground, that would be silly. Oh gosh. Thanks for the warning, game. That is one thing I can say. This is a good part of level design, just how that chandelier fell on the bookshelf. This does happen. Oh, what is that? 3 coins? Oh, thank you very much. Oh, that's not a... Oh man, that's quite the lasting hitbox, sir. I'm sorry. Nah, just kidding, I'm not funny. Although, the chandelier wouldn't have hit me anyway. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm doing a very good job complaining about little things that I probably shouldn't complain about. But why not? If I just wanted to aim downward, then, you know... I mean, you can aim upward. Just not... Because even though you're not always scaling upward in this game, so... I don't know. But otherwise, even despite my complaining, this is quite an enjoyable game. And I'm glad to have found it on Steam. But, I don't know. It's just those little things you don't understand, like, I don't know, why not do this? Perhaps they were just getting too tired of making sprites, and, alright, that's fine. I'll always find something to complain about.
Perhaps, like, this is a good way of showing off the weapon. Making it so that you see all these little hills that have, like, the bushes go down an arc, like, alright, maybe it's a little too late to point out, but that's a good way of showing off your weapon. Mostly my complaints come from the boss fight that's coming up, because
it's stupid. I mean, I would complain more about why it's stupid, but I think I'm gonna stop myself. I don't have a timer with me right now, and for all I know, I could have been complaining up for a solid 5 minutes. But anyway, the wide gun, it's proving that it can be used underwater without being slowed. In comparison to the the repeater, doesn't shoot to the very far. Like, let's see if I can improve it. Yeah, its distance is like halved or something. But whatever. If you upgrade the repeater enough, it goes back to shooting underwater perfectly fine. So I don't know. Maybe they just couldn't think of anything to say for the wide gun, but I like it. So you can just do this. It acts as a nice shield versus these boulders, making this mini boss kind of easy. I don't know what this game wants from me. Did you want me to upgrade my weapons or not? I was certainly not going to use a bubbler versus this guy, because ooh. Nah, no thank you. Goodbye. But finally, I've never actually seen the upgrade to the bubbler, so I mean, unless you've seen it yourself already, this is gonna be a brand new experience. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh, no, this can't be. 29 coins? Oh, okay, I was about to say, if the heart boost costed 60 coins, and I was just one away from 30, I would be quite sad. But anyway, this is what the bubbler's like. The trend is, as far as I can tell with upgrading weapons, is that the pea shooter to the repeater, I think it makes it 3 damage per bullet. Same with the wide gun, and I suppose the bubbler too. Okay, let me actually see. Let's see, 1 bullet. Oh. Okay, well this could be because it's being shot underwater. Maybe that's why it only does 2 damage round. But I'll test it later. Anyway, finally, got the... I didn't actually check the name for this new weapon, but that's fine. All I need to know is that it's much better for the boss fight coming up. I think that's going to be the title of this video. People who complains about boss fights too much. But, you know, if that's what I end up remembering by the end of the game, then I don't know. It could have been that this game was going to be longer than I thought, so they really wanted you to use the weapons that they coded as much as they could. I don't know. Maybe the trend is that the upgrade is from 1 damage to 2 damage, and it just so happens to be the wide gun is the awesome exception. I still like the repeater though. What other gun's gonna shoot that far? And also the song's very catchy. And also the game just gave you a reason to not spend 1,500 coins on lamps. But otherwise, it's kind of a water level, it's kind of not. That means there's water just to make it slightly worse for a reason. Oh, okay, I see. Gotta go over here. Oh man, I've been playing a little bit of Hollow Knight, and in that game, you'll walk around and then spike pits will suddenly just fall on your feet. Oh, cool, I skipped that little mini-boss phase, or whatever. That's nice. But anyway, oh my god! There's a reason you're green and not pink. It's because you're not cool. Anyway, yeah, show off the... It's like with the rest of the level... Actually, I was gonna make a complaint, but I'm gonna stop complaining. Just for a minute, at least. We'll have a nice little breather. I would say meditate, but then that would mean stop watching the video. So, let's make some propaganda. Meditating is actually really bad. There we go. You can trust in my word. Part 2 of Kero Blaster. I'm sure we're already best friends, right? Yeah! Of course you trust my word. Meditating, under my name, Mr. Eagler, is very bad for you. Also, my YouTube username is StyleEagler, but the reason I just call myself Eagler is because I'm really lazy. I'd even better reason to trust me. Oh yeah, and this thing will totally kill you in the one hit. Unfortunately. Alright. Time to see what I was complaining about. If I end up... if I end up dying to this boss right now, after all my complaining, even with this upgraded bubbler, then I'm going to... well, you'll have to see. I'm really hoping that's not the case. Otherwise, damage is stacking up on this guy pretty nicely. Before, I had to deal with half the amount of damage. So I'm glad that I got the upgrade. Of course, I could have got the hard upgrade, but nah, it's fine. I can wait on that. If I need to, if I start dying too much, I'll just get grind for some coins off screen. I wouldn't subject you guys to that. Oh jeez, give me that heart. Oh, okay, never mind. The heart was from the enemy. You know, and I'm oh my goodness. And I actually dodged him. I'm not, if you saw the arc, I was jumping on. Like, please. Well, there goes my whole talking and playing the game at the same time. At least I looked cool. Now this is the highlight of the game right here. This little item right here. It's not a weapon, but let's just take a look. The jetpack. It's a new item. You can now double jump, explore higher and farther than ever. No game, that's not the highlight of this thing. The highlight is that it doesn't break underwater. No, see that? Now it's called a jetpack, so you might think you can go really high, but no, it lasts for like 3 seconds. Although that's not why I like this thing. I like it because it changes your momentum. Like, you see how it fires diagonally? Here, let me get out of this room first. Because the music's kind of loud. Oh, jeez. Well, let me camp these guys first as well. They have, obviously, it's only the red-eyed ones that are bad. Not these, other ones. That'd be, you know, it would be funny if they just started yelling at you and they started saying, "Why would you call us by pronouns? Are we not things?" And then I would just say, I wouldn't know. Hopefully, I would edit the game so that I changed their eye color to be red, and then I'd be able to. But finally, the jetpack. After I explain this, I'll probably complain less. So, it can change your momentum in midair, so I can jump right and then head left a little bit. And that is pretty much the saving grace of this game. Otherwise, I would probably do the rest of this playthrough just complaining like I did. Because my very first complaint about this game was that jumping around was just kind of annoying, I guess. Of course, there are some games where you can't change your momentum at all, but hopefully I've established that I just like to complain a bunch. But yeah, you can use your jetpack to make you can propel yourself faster, or just in the other direction if you want. And yeah, if I mean to complain so much, then I can certainly say some good things about this game too. I like the jetpack a lot. In short. And I guess being able to double jump is cool too. But nah, going like this is way better. Alright, anyway, thank you for sticking with me till the end. This is Eagler, and I hope to see you next time. And next time, I'm gonna jump in the teleporter.